Welcome back to Grizz Vision here on OUGrizzlies.com. My name is Neil Rule. We're here with Paul Rice, and Coach, wanted to catch up with you, talk a little bit about the UAD invite last weekend. You guys competed out there. It was a rival meet, but you guys also had an ulterior agenda. There were some things you wanted to get accomplished.
Yeah, 2 weeks in a row running against Detroit, so we knew that they're going to give us a pretty good run the second week. But we kind of went into it with a mentality of accomplishing something a little bit different than a race that day. I held them back the first mile with the idea that they can really start getting after it after that first mile, feeling like what it's like to pass people and be aggressive in the middle mile. And I thought it went great. I thought the plan went really well. On the women's race, for instance, we only had one girl in the top 30 at the mile mark, and before you know it, we had 7 in the top 14 at the finish line. So by doing that, we're hoping that in the future they'll understand and feel really what it's like to push the middle of a race and to get after that middle mile, which is where everybody struggles. That's the battle that we fight with our minds every time they go out and race is, can you stick the middle mile? Can you really get in there and push hard when it counts the most? So by backing them off early in the race, letting them go late, that I think we accomplished it. And actually, they did really well. I mean, finishing second there without even really going after the race, and I was impressed with it. On the men's side, we held 2 of our guys out just because there was a little injury there we're dealing with, and we're getting them healed up, and I think they'll be back next week. So I was happy with the results. I was really excited to see where we came out in the end there.
Are you developing a mentality for the team with that? You use that as a coaching tactic. You really want to be prepared for all aspects of a race, anything that could happen.
Well, we're very young, and I think that not that they develop bad habits in high school, but they develop habits, and it's different at this level. One of the habits they develop is getting out hard, kind of hanging on in the middle, and then everybody thinks they got a good kick. So we're trying to change that mentality a little bit. We work on it in workouts. Now we worked on it in that race, but getting them to understand that the middle part of your race is the most important part of your race. That's going to make or break you every week. The guys go to 8K, and it's more of like it's more than a mile in the middle, but the middle part is where they've got to really focus. So yeah, the mentality trying to develop is not easy to change what they're used to, but when they start understanding that and really applying it, then you'll start to see, hey, they're getting it, and they see that they can really make up ground and they can really do some damage in the middle of the race instead of just kind of hanging on like a lot of times we do.
Now you guys with an opportunity next up, you'll be going north of the border to compete over in Canada.
Yeah, well, we're excited about that meet. We haven't been there I think since 2005. The coach over at Western Ontario, a friend of mine, he's retiring this year, so every year he calls me and says, hey, can you come to our meet? It just so happens that this year they're 2 weeks before Notre Dame. Typically, they're the week before Notre Dame, and we don't like to race the week before that really big meet at Notre Dame or that first big meet of the season. Mm-hmm. So the calendar worked out this year well, where we can go there. They've got a great course. It's on a golf course. They always put on a great meet. The Canadians are very cordial, very inviting, and they're very welcoming, and we love going over the border when we can. So we're happy to go and support that meet, and it'll be for the guys the first time they run an 8K this year. Mm-hmm. The women will run 5K, but it'll actually be the first time we let them loose and let them race, and it'll be exciting to see what they do.
All right, Coach, we appreciate the time. Good luck, and we'll catch back up with you when you get back.
Appreciate it.